What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on my mom's Odyssey. My mom's Odyssey, maybe a little bit of Mondo's EK sedan. If you guys don't remember Mondo, he had that turbo non-VTEC CRX. And maybe, just maybe, if Fred's doing something at his place, maybe we'll stop by Fred's place to check out his Honda Accord, because he's been sending me a lot of progress without telling me he's working on the car. I know you guys wanted to see a little bit of the Honda Accord stuff, but we'll see what Fred is up to later. If you guys also remember, Fred came through with a driver's side door for my mom's Odyssey. If you don't remember, my mom's car got smacked by her boss, and I already repaired the fender, the headlight, and a little bit of the bumper, but the door is too far damaged without a stud gun to pull all the dents out. Instead, we've just kind of been keeping our eyes out for a matched color maroon door for my mom's car, and Fred actually came across one and he wanted to go swoop it up for my mom, and it's actually just been sitting here in the garage. I've been moving it around one too many times. I figured now let's just go ahead and get it onto the car and out of the garage. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tear apart the driver's side fender so we can get to the hinges to make it that much easier to swap the door. Let's get to it. Super clean door, has one little dink in the middle, like you can't even see it, but very clean. It does have a pinstripe we're gonna have to remove later, and if you look at my mom's car, the door is pretty beat up from top to bottom. The other thing that I'm gonna have to do is pull the door panel off, because the gradation is a little bit different between the one in my mom's car and the one on that door. We're also gonna have to pull the harness out of this door, because Fred actually chopped the harness that came off of that door from the car in the junkyard, and all the connections are gone. So we're gonna have to swap the harness, swap the door panel, obviously swap the door. Let's figure out what tools we need and what all we need to take out and start taking things apart. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to take off a lot of these little Phillips screws, these little push tabs. There's a bunch of them on here, and 8 mil for the bumper, then a 10 mil on the top. Fender's ready to come off. I just want to show you guys really quickly, because I had to find out myself where all the bolts were at. There's one under the cowl right here on the top. There's one under the little triangle plastic trim that sits here. There's one behind the side skirt, which goes down low, that 10 mil there. There's two under the hood, there's two under the headlight, and then on the fender itself, the fender lining is what's attached to it underneath here in the wheel well, and the fender should just come right off. So with my flathead, there should be a connection here, I think. Or not. Is it on this side? Huh, okay, I don't know where the connection is at. So this harness should be connected on a connector somewhere, either here or there, but I'm gonna have to disconnect it before I handle the door, because the door is heavy. I don't want it to hang off the wires. So just figure out what that's at. Took the door panel off the new door to see if the harness had a plug on the inside, which it doesn't, and then I pretty much went underneath the dashboard to trace the harness going inside, and this pretty much leads up to the fuse box. So really quickly, I want to show you guys where I unplugged all of that from. So one of it is going to be behind this kick panel, and let me get some light down there. Brown plug right here. If you can see the yellow plug right there in the middle, there's a blue plug behind that. I took that off. And then right here on the fuse box, these two right here goes to the driver door. So 4 plugs in total, and then it slides out through the hole. Now we are ready to take off the door once I took off this hinge right here. So this is the first time I'm seeing this. Shoulder bolts for the door hinges, and this helps align the hinge to the frame, which makes it a lot easier to align everything. So pretty cool to see this. So the door is on and it's almost perfect, like almost perfect. Maybe my eyes are crooked, but the gap is looking freaking awesome, and the molding on the top of the door to the pillar is nice and flush up, so we're not going to get any water coming through. I need to take off this trim here to suck this molding back in, but aside from that, it's looking pretty good. It opens and closes perfectly, latches perfectly, no play whatsoever, and the paint looks like it's gonna match up really well. I need to get the 3M sticker pinstripe remover thingamabob for the drill so we can take off this pinstripe, and then I'm probably gonna clean up this door and polish it out just so we can get it to have just as good of a clarity as the rest of the car, because obviously my mom washes this car all the time where this has junkyard dirt caked up all over it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull all of the harness out of here, as well as the driver's side door, so we can start swapping everything over and getting this door fully functioning again. So I just got all of the harness and key cylinder and everything reinstalled. This was a little tricky because I wasn't sure how to go about it, and then it just kind of clicked that all I had to do was pull off the key cylinder, which is that little gold screw, the little sensor right there with the white clip, a little circlip underneath, and then the key cylinder comes out. So with my big hands, it took me a little while, but we got the harness fed through. The harness is fed back into the fuse box, and we have all of the controls hooked up just to make sure everything works before we put the door panel back on. So right now, lock, unlock, door unlocks, locks, unlock, lock, unlock. Okay, so now I'm check the windows on position. Want to check, what is this? This is lock. That's unlock. What is down? Down is supposed to be lock. That's unlock. Did this not work before? I don't remember. This one, window down, window down. What are these? Back windows? This thing has back windows? I never noticed it. But anyways, so most of this works. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with this guy here. And this plug right here goes down to the heated seats, which is a control that's on the door panel down here, which controls obviously the heat. So that's not hooked up right now. This one is speaker, but for the most part, I need to figure out what's going on with this guy here. This is the original handle and lock from the car. This is from the spare door, and we have lock and unlock. If you look over there, lock and unlock. Gucci potatoes. Whoosh. We have the fender installed along with the bumper and the wheel. The car is back on the ground. Now I'm going to clean the door up because it's pretty filthy. Man, I want to give a big shout out to the homie Fred for coming through with this door. It looks freaking so much better than the one that's damaged over there, and it is a pretty good freaking match. Now I'm a little about this scratch right here on this mirror. I am going to pull the mirror originally on the car because it also has that little mirror that sits right here in the corner, and switch it out later down the road. But for right now, not a big deal. So I'm pretty stoked that this door fitted perfectly, and not a lot of effort to get it all working. But what I find super funny is that once I polished out this door a little bit, a lot more dents kind of popped up right there. But you know what, I'll take these little dings on a door than a giant kick that was here before. So I'm stoked about it. Mom just took off to Costco and she saw the door and she was also pretty excited about it. And you know, I'm gonna figure out what Mondo is up to and probably go see what he's doing. Yo, I just pulled up to the homie Mondo's house, man. If you guys remember his CRX, this thing was the non-VTEC build. Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, after a whole year of daily driving and abuse, the sleeves kind of left a chat here, my guys. Check it out. Right there, look at that. Cracked. This is scat rods and nip-in pistons. GSR pistons on an LS block with a LS head, stock cams with Valtrain. Yeah. The car made like 270. Yeah, 272 or 272
or 268, or I don't know, one of those.
It was between you and Mach Films. You guys both non-VTEC cars, made just about the same power. But he was driving this thing every single day. You were just sitting at a light, and then the smoke just kind of like,
yeah, I fucking took off from the light, and that shit just like smoke screen straight out behind.
Yeah, freight training, and then he was like, man, the spark plug's kind of wet. And the first thing I said was probably crack the sleeve, and sure enough, it has a cracked sleeve. But you know what that means, right?
We got a new build coming on.
Yeah, bigger and better, and maybe, you know, full wheels gripping too. Who knows? But we're over here at Mondo's place to check out his other car over there. Trying to see what's going on with it so he can get a daily up and going, and just kind of put this off to the side and pick at it every other day to get it prepped for the new heart. Maybe. Oh, yeah, let's get to it. If you guys remember this car right here, one of my junkyard videos a couple years ago, this one had a B16 swap that was in the buyer section, and the day that I went over there to go and pick up this car, they were like, nope, can't pick on it because the car is sold. And then it turns out this is the guy who freaking bought it. That's crazy, man. B16 swap sitting in the junkyard. This thing was like super cheap, huh? It was like
bucks?
it was like $1,200 when I saw it. Yeah. But then they were like, yo, it's sold, so you can't touch it. And I'm like, that's very unfortunate, but at least we now know where it went. Hey, so this EK sedan has been sitting here for how long?
Fucking a year, bro.
A year. And he doesn't have injectors firing, but guess what? Look where his ground is sitting, bro.
It's on the valve cover.
Yeah, where it's not making an actual connection to the engine. So technically this car only has one ground, and in the case scenario of my cousin's car, he had his ground right here. His car wouldn't start when he did a Type R swap. I went over there, checked it out for like 5 minutes, and I was like, your ground's in the wrong spot. We moved it from there to here. Car fired over. So 1 year because of that, bro. I'm gonna lose my shit, bro. Yo, so anyways, this is a EK sedan. We've shown this in the EF vs DA what, 2 years ago maybe?
When we pulled up to meet, when I pulled up to meet hella late and we drove back, I think it was at a fucking what?
It was in Pleasanton. Yeah, it was at the brewery factory.
Yeah, the brewery factory.
Yeah, he pulled up in this thing, super slammed EK on clutch wheels, I think it is. Yeah, you guys can't really see it because it's super dark, but super slam EK, and this thing was a single jingle at the time, and then you swapped in the this is an LS motor.
Yeah, straight
LS motor with AC, power steering, delete. Very simple, super basic setup for a daily.
Yeah, just a
daily. Yeah. This was something he was mobbing around when he was putting the CRX together, and then once the CRX got together, this car went under knife, and now both cars are out of commission.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, yo, it is what it is. But you know what? We're gonna see if we can try to turn this thing on tonight. If we can't, then, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Obviously, it'd be a little too late to figure out what Fred's doing. He hit me up today and he was test fitting the radius support, and he was like, yeah, you know, this thing is almost ready to weld. He's gonna do a little more test fitting. He also bought a 80 cubic inch tank for MIG welder, so I'm sure Fred is ready to rock and roll. But we'll see how close he is, and then if he doesn't do work before we get there, maybe we'll show you some Honda Accord stuff. We'll see. So guys, we took out literally the fuel pump, the fuel lines and everything. It's got fuel pressure in the line at the pump, but there's no fuel coming out to the front. So what we did was we took off the line that goes from underneath the car from the fuel pump to the filter, and he put air through the hose in the back and there was nothing coming out of it. And then the longer he held it, the more I felt the pressure come through, and this thing pissed out a chunk of something and fuel started bursting through. When it burst through, I pretty much jumped back, and then this line went back into the filter, and then the filter started pissing out a bunch of fluid, and I feel like the line might be unclogged. And I think what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna air it one more time just to ensure that we're getting flow through in here. And if it does this second time around, we're gonna hook everything back up and try to fire it over. Yep. Because you said it turned on with starter fluid.
Yeah, it turned off.
It just didn't have fuel before.
Nope.
Okay, so air it just real quick. I want to see if it pisses, and then we'll put everything back together. Never seen a line clog before, but it was pissing out some brown orange gas, so it might be rust in there. I don't know. Inside his tank. Yep, it's pissing, and it does not. It looks like it looks like 79 octane gas or something, because you know what I'm saying, that's not the color of gas. But yeah, hook everything back up over there. Hook everything back up, and I'm hook up everything back up over here. All right, go ahead. So right now we're just putting air through the line. Oh, okay. You see, it's not clogged, but the problem is we turn the key on and the pump's not pushing fluid through. So I guess what we're gonna do is just gonna pull the pump out, see what's going on in the basket, and then if we have to, we got another fuel pump right there, and see if we can't get fuel to come up with the fuel pump.
It's bumping.
Go ahead. Yo, it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
But why is it not? My guy, your shit look dry as fuck down there. You see this? Bro, there's like no gas in here. Bro. Bro, there's no gas in here. My God, there's no freaking gas in here.
Bro, there is gas in there.
Bro, in the tray that the filter sits on, there's no gas in there.
There is, bro.
The tray that it sits on, there's no gas in there.
There is not.
I just looked at it.
Bro, have you...
This tray right here, where the pump sits. Look, let me put the camera down here. There's no gas in there. Look at my GoPro. Look at my GoPro. There's no gas in there.
Oh my God.
You kidding me? Bro, look how dry this thing is. Yo, I can see all your connectors and shit.
Yeah, the gas probably like...
Bro, look at it, bro. There's no gas in the freaking tray that the filter sits on, bro.
Let's go get some gas now.
Oh my God, bro. This guy claimed he put like how many quarter tank in here?
I put 2.5 gallons in the
motherfucker. I'm serious, that 2.5 gallons probably in the back of the tank, bro. Because the car is lifted on an angle. No, mommy.
So you want to put a half a
because
tank in that
because the pump sits on the front half of the tank, and then you still got the whole back half of the tank on the back of the pump.
Yeah, so it's just not even fucking sucking.
It's not picking it up. I bet you if you drop the car on the floor and the gas come forward, it'll probably
fucking start up.
My guy.
Oh my God, dude.
This whole time, bro.
I guess I didn't fucking put enough in there. Fucking shit, dog. Hey, bro.
He claimed he put a quarter tank of gas in here, and I told him take it off the jack stands. Let's see if that quarter tank of gas would. Let's see if that quarter tank of gas would move forward and go into the tray. Let me know when you're ready to go down, cause I want to watch this. I'm ready to watch. Quarter tank of gas, he said. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, look at that. All the gas is starting to move forward. Oh, look at that. Filled up. Oh, look at that. All the gas just came in, bro. No. Yeah. That's not even a quarter tank of gas. That's probably like maybe a gallon, bro. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead, bro.
I'm dead.
So I'm over here putting the return line on, right? Look at the regulator. My guy. You like to leave everything loose? Huh? You like everything like a loose goose? Your fuel pressure regulator wasn't even tight, bro. Your fuel pressure regulator, bro. The bolts are just on there and the regulator wasn't even tight. Look at this guy.
I look over everything too much.
Ah, no mames, bro. Oh, we gotta get this shit going before my battery dies, bro.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. That JDI push start. It's going, it's building compression.
Yeah.
I want to check your timing.
You want to check real quick?
It's not real quick. You gotta pull the whole shit off. No way. So we've been sitting here fidgeting around and stuff, and Mondo actually just took off to go get some food for his family. And first thing I told this guy, I said, "Is your timing on point?" He goes, "Yeah, I did the head gasket, the timing, everything's cool." I was like, all right, well, you know, for me, I'm like, when you freshly put a motor together, it's gonna sound like it has no compression. But we've been cranking this thing forever, and the compression doesn't seem like it was building up. And I was like, well, I'm gonna pull out the spark plug. I'm gonna check timing anyway. So I popped this cover off. I threw this dipstick in here. I TDC'd the crank pulley down low. This dipstick is at the very peak. That means the piston's at the top, right? And then I'm looking down here to his cam gears. The up mark is upside down. That is 180 degrees off. His timing is wrong. And he just took off to go get some food. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do his timing really quickly by the time he gets back. And hopefully this thing would and should fire over. He's alive.